There's an image.
Palestra, college basketball's most historic gym. And we welcome you to the Pepsi A10 Conference tournament, this semifinal game. Featuring the third-seeded Rutgers University Scarlet Knights and the second-seeded Temple University Owls. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for Rutgers, at a forward position, a senior, 6 feet, 6 inches tall, from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 12, Emery Ward. At a forward for Temple, a sophomore, 6 feet, 6 inches tall, from Philadelphia, number 10, Ernest Howard. At the other forward for the Scarlet Knights, a sophomore, 6 feet, 5 inches tall, from Trenton, New Jersey, number 35, Tom Savage. For the Temple University Owls, at the other forward is senior, 6 feet, 7 inches tall, from Morrisville, Pennsylvania, number 32, Mike Beeswick. At the center spot, for the Scarlet Knights, a junior, 6 feet, 6 inches tall, from Washington, D.C., number 24, Anthony Duckett. For the Owls, at center, a junior, 6 feet, 11 inches tall, from Queens Village, New York, number 31, Dwayne Coswell. At the guards, for Rutgers, a junior, 6 feet, 2 inches tall, from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, number 13, Rick Danica. For Temple, at the guards, a sophomore, 6 feet, 5 inches tall, from Saginaw, Michigan, number 12, Mark Macon. At the other guard for Rutgers, a sophomore, 6 feet, 3 inches tall, from the Bronx, New York, number 23, Craig Carter. And for the Owls, at the other guard, a freshman, 6 feet, 7 inches tall, from Philadelphia, number 15, Nick Kilgore. The head coach of the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers in his first season is Bob Wenzel. The head coach for the Temple University Owls in his second season is John Cheney.
We are down to the second semifinal game at the Pepsi Atlantic 10 tournament. Rutgers and Temple set to tip it off. We'll be back right after this word from Pepsi.
Along with Jerry Donaghy and Herbert Shapiro.
Despite being wonderful companions, my subject group scored low in all coordination skills, showed poor organization, and no decision-making abilities. Unless I can bridge the gap between us, this project will be canceled. Thank you. You're welcome.
How will you live in the next century? Suddenly, life will be more comfortable, smoother, and quicker. Introducing the new 1989 Buick Century with premium features you expect from the best-selling Buick on the American road. All at a price that will let you enter the next century very comfortably.
The great American road belongs to Buick.
We are set to play basketball here tonight. Features in this game are Tim Higgins, Jerry Donaghy, and Murph Shapiro. Good, strong trio of officials.
Had a good crew in that first game. You had some kind of good one in there.
Yes, that was a great ball game. Here's what they did last night. Boy, great shooting night last night for the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. They shot 59%, 47% from three-point range, and picked off 40 rebounds in that game last night.
You know what was interesting there? Temple's 45% free throw shooting, and they led the Atlantic 10 in free throw shooting during the season.
For the year, they shoot 72% from the line. They had a tough night at the line last night. Nick Kilgore, the freshman, steps in for Temple. Duckett for Rutgers, and Duckett controls the tip to Craig Carter. Scarlet Knights get the basketball first. Rick Danica to Duckett.
Temple in that patented matchup 2-3 zone.
Tom Savage. Danica.
Danica making a little elbow there. Get away from me.
Carter. Danica has great range. He just might shoot it from here if you give him enough room. Kilgore came out to challenge him a bit.
Well, their two best shooters are really Danica and Savage from three-point range.
Yeah, he will shoot it from there, won't he? He'll also hit it from there. Rick Danica from way outside. He's shooting 42% from three-point range, and he gets Rutgers on top. The winner of this game will host the championship game of this tournament on Thursday night. There's a foul on Coswell.
Brett, now, like I said, watch the first 5 minutes of this game. Well, the foul's going to go against Rutgers.
Yeah,
I think Savage
against
got
Tom Savage,
yeah.
You're right.
This press is very important to Rutgers. They back it off right now, but they've got to get turnovers off of this press. They can't get into this type of game, an inside game that Temple wants, because they're so much bigger than Rutgers.
Rutgers back in the zone right now. Tomorrow morning, 8:30, the tickets will go on sale at the ticket office of one of these schools. Whichever one wins the ball game tonight. Penn State, the number 4 seed, upset number 1 seeded West Virginia in the first game here tonight. They upset them, and they upset them big, 86-64.
Rutgers again in the matchup zone defense, much like Temple.
Breeswick. That's a 2-point goal for Breeswick.
Could it be a Danica Savage making Breeswick? I think it could be. Those four could shoot it.
There's Emery Ward, quick flash into the middle, and the ball knocked out of there. It'll be Rutgers basketball. Bob Wenzel, who was voted the coach of the year in the Atlantic 10 Conference. He and his team had a great year. So did Dale Catlett and the West Virginia Mountaineers, even though they were upset here tonight. West Virginia certainly in the NCAA tournament. They finished the year at 25-4.
Look at Duckett get the rebound on the Savage miss.
Craig Carter. 5-2 Rutgers. Breeswick to Macon. They double team Macon, and that doesn't bother him very much. They just back the pressure off. I'm not sure if it does you any good to pressure him. Well, yeah, make him buy some time. Breeswick got an air ball, and Savage had a hand on the ball that's out of bounds to Temple.
You know, I think he was so shocked that Breeswick shot an air ball, he wasn't prepared for the rebound.
John Chaney.
John walked out with his tie loosened.
True or false? Most shots off. There's Danica with a steal. Most shots off the baseline will be rebounded on the other side of the rim.
Most of the time.
Yep. Savage having trouble in the corner. Macon pressuring him. Pollard comes to help. They go inside to Duckett.
Carter with a great pass. Good look, good delivery.
Rutgers up by 5 in the early going here. Breeswick.
Brad, you notice the way Rutgers does their trap? They guard the ball as it's coming in, one pass, and then they back off the pressure. So that's all they're going to try to do is get the turnover only from the first pass.
Duckett was limping as he came up court. Pollard misses, rebounded by Ward, and Duckett's not getting up court. He's coming up very slowly now. So Duckett is hurt. Bob Wenzel taking a close look at him as they come up court. Baseline, here's Emery Ward, knocked loose by Macon, and a foul called on Mark Macon. That's Tom Savage. Emery Ward walking along next to him.
Savage has had a little bit of a problem with a bad ankle, Fred. In fact, he and Danica both have had some injury problems in the leg.
Emery Ward misses. Rebound, Ernest Pollard. 17:05 left in first half action here. John Cheney is going to make a quick substitution. Sean Randolph will come into the Temple lineup. 7-2 Rutgers. Temple gets it to Pollard in the middle. And a whistle had blown before the shot went up. There was a foul called before Pollard took the shot, I believe.
If Temple's going to have some success in this half-court game, they have got to get the ball to the inside. Right now, Duckett is doing a great job of running Caldwell, and they're getting good offside help to eliminate the lob. If they can continue to do that all night, they'll give Temple a lot of problems on that half-court defense.
The foul was called on Anthony Duckett. Now he has limped to the bench. He has been replaced in the Rutgers lineup.
Good penetration by Kilgore. Good penetration.
First two from Nick Kilgore. 7-4 Rutgers. Rick Danica to Carter. Emery Ward. Danica, it's another three. Oh, can he shoot it? Shooting 42% from three-point range. He is at 59 of 139 threes this year. Not only can he shoot it well, he can shoot it often from that range. Savage is just as, in fact, shooting a little better, 49%. So they've got two great three-point shooters on this Rutgers team. They're up by 6 over Temple at the moment. Macon.
John Cheney Club always very patient in this half-court offense.
Whistle blowing, stopping play. It's on Jay McGinnis. They are working on the ankle of Anthony Duckett along the Rutgers bench. The cleaner, Glenn Renolette, down there taping him up. Now they're stopping play before the inbounds pass, and we have a little discussion here. Timmy Higgins, the official, telling Coswell and Emery Ward, stop that.
Good idea. Get the official involved here and get into it before it really gets serious.
Breeswick will handle the inbounds pass to Sean Randolph, to Macon.
Good ball movement. Excellent pass by Macon.
Kilgore's three is in and out. Coswell, big rebound. Missed the stuff, but he's fouled by Jay McGinnis.
Fred, you know that's the second night in a row I've seen Dwayne Coswell miss a jam like that.
He's too tall. He hits the back of the rim with the jam.
Watch it again. Kilgore with the outside shot on the excellent pass by Macon. He missed it. Coswell, great position. Take it back up. Gets fouled.
He threw that thing in there with some force, and it came back out with some. Dwayne Coswell, a 6'11 sophomore from Queens Village, New York, will go to the line. He's a 68% free throw shooter. Lineup change. Tom Everson, a 7-foot junior, is in there now for Rutgers.
Yeah, I think Bob Winslow is trying to counteract that size advantage that Temple has right now. It's a pretty good move to get a big guy in there to kind of bump Coswell around a little bit.
Well, with a combination of McGinnis and Everson, maybe he feels like he has some fouls to spend in there.
Why not? You got 10, you can spread around.
Jay McGinnis spent 2 of his in a hurry, and he's gone back to the bench.
Got 8 to spread around.
Boswell gets them both. We have timeout here with 15:59 left in our first half. Rutgers with a 4-point lead over Temple, and we'll be right back after this word from Pepsi.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Michael, what's taking you so long?
There's one taste that just can't be duplicated.
Michael, you just don't look yourself today.
Diet Pepsi. Taste that's generations ahead.
You'd think it would be easy to find a high-quality small sedan that's reliable, durable, and comfortable. And maybe it is. But to find one that's also sophisticated enough to be all kinds of fun to drive, well, that's a little harder to find. But I can save you a lot of chasing around. All you gotta do is corner a Mazda 323. Mazda 323, a small sedan, the Mazda way.
MSG Network is proud to raise the curtain on our season-long coverage of New York Yankee baseball. It all begins in March from Florida with Yankee exhibition action against the Braves on the 23rd, the Orioles on the 26th, and the world champion Dodgers on the 28th. And then stand by as we follow the Yankees north for their '89 stadium debut, April 1st in a Bronx exhibition battle with the New York Mets. New York Yankee baseball on MSG. Look to us for greatness.
Hey, we're in Philadelphia. Rutgers may have more fans in this arena than Temple.
That's not Bob Winslow up there. There's the real Bob Winslow on the bench. Rutgers fans are really enjoying this, Fred. You know, they had such a terrible year last year, and they've turned it around to be the 7th most improved team in college basketball this year.
They nearly mishandled the ball against the press. Craig Carter. There's a big turnaround, Larry. Baseline, Tom Savage. Savage hasn't had a shot yet. Gaddick has hit a couple of threes. Rutgers leading by 4. Wide open. Emery Ward. His first 2. 6-point lead to Rutgers. Breeswick. Threw it away. Randolph hit the deck. It's a walk. Temple turns it over.
Fred, it's very important when you run a matchup zone that you communicate with the players that you're with, because as you have cutters going through that zone. John Chaney, as I said, his tie already unloosened. As you have cutters that go through that zone, you got to make sure you communicate to the guy next to you that somebody's going through there. They left Ward right open.
Rick Gaddick with the basketball. Rutgers with a 6-point lead. Long way to go. 15-14 left in the first half. There's Duckett. He's back in the game after getting the ankle tape. And he buries a shot just as he comes back onto the floor. He has 4 points. Rutgers is up by 8. Nick Kilgore.
Danica almost with a steal. Breezewick.
Out. Rebound Duckett. On up to Danica. Danica goes backwards to Savage. He may have his first shot here. He does, and it's off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. Temple mishandled the ball. Randolph and Macon, the old high school teammates from Saginaw, Michigan, were there. Neither one of them could gain control of it. I said they mishandled it. They didn't. They simply couldn't get control. 14:41 left in first half action here. Rutgers is at their 6 of their first 9 shots in this game.
Good start for the Scarlet Knights.
Ward surrounded, kicks it back out to Craig Carter, and he lost it. Kilgore takes it away. Now he's going to pull up and shoot it and hit it. Nick Kilgore has 4 points. The freshman getting a shot down off the break.
Craig Carter really forced that too much. Should have brought it back out. He's got a couple of good shooters out there in Savage and Danica. Find them. Find where they are.
Duckett blocked by Coswell. Coswell second in the nation in block shots. Emery Ward trying to go to the bucket with it. Diving, saved the ball to Carter, to Savage on the baseline, wheels it up and can't score. Coswell came back to bother him.
Well, Savage wanted a foul. He felt like Coswell really nailed him across the lane.
Temple down 6. Well, look at Coswell, and Duckett battled down on the lane, and Coswell turns to an official and says, hey, he's fouling me. And now the official agrees. Duckett is whistled for his second personal foul. He and Coswell really battling.
You know, it's a tough matchup when you're 6'5" or 6'6", and you got to go against a guy 7 feet. You got to do something to compensate, overcompensate for what is a lack of height against a much taller, more physical player.
Like keep hitting him in the middle and bend him over?
Hit him in the kneecaps.
It wasn't that bad. He was just wrestling with him. He wasn't hitting him. But it's always physical down in the middle, down in the paint.
Well, that's got to be. I mean, that's where the ball goes. As the ball gets closer to the basket, you get a more physical game. And the guys down in here, they don't mind bumping. Here it goes inside. Coswell, here's a hold. Well, they're going to clean this up real quick.
Now Duckett's been called for his 3rd foul.
They're not going to let this one get away. They're going to clean up that post play.
Duckett's going to have to come out of there, and Tom Everson comes right back in, the 7-footer. Well, we talked about the fouls the Rutgers had to spin in the middle. If you count all 3 big guys, they've got 15, but 5 of them have already been cashed. 3
Duckett's open. What's the count? Ooh, he almost got it.
Coswell used his size to advantage there to take the inbounds pass.
Mark Macon scored yet?
Mark Macon has not scored yet.
Have anything out of him? We played almost 7 minutes.
Game 1 tonight, Tom Hogarth did not score in the first half. Came out and got 16 in the second half, but Ed Koga had a career night with 28.
And Mark Macon just nailed one. Looks like it was on cue.
He has now scored.
He must have an earpiece.
12:55 left in the first half. Temple has not led yet in this ball game. In the first game tonight, Penn State beat West Virginia, and the Mountaineers never led. Foul on Sean Randolph, and John Chaney's unhappy with the officials.
John Chaney right in front of his bench right there is where the foul occurred. He had a pretty good view of it. A little prejudiced, though, a little biased. He might be a little bit more for Temple than he would be for Rutgers in that call.
He might be. He's a ref. You had great position, but so did I. I'm right next to you. Danica from long range. That one's off the heel of the rim. Sean Randolph is going to be called for a foul. He came over the back of Emery Ward, and it's a second foul on Sean Randolph. 3rd team foul on Temple. Rutgers has been called for 4.
Fouls are kind of like bananas. They're coming in bunches tonight.
Miles Dixon now is going to check into the Rutgers lineup. Craig Carter is going to take a breather. Ernest Pollard back in for Temple. Sean Randolph will come out. Sean Randolph just fell victim to the John Chaney rule. 2 fouls in the first half, and you're out of there. Tom Savage.
Oh, big rebound. Breezewick.
He went up and got it. Mark Macon with the basketball. Temple within 4. Breezewick trying to get 3 of them. Misses, and the rebound to Tom Everson for Rutgers. To Danica. Deep corner, Savage wheels it into the lane. It's knocked loose by Kilgore. Taken away by Temple. And Kilgore very wisely decides just to hold it. You seen Shaky said no when he got the ball up there.
Like Savage kind of forced that offensive play right there. He didn't have anywhere to go in the middle. There's Coswell.
Kilgore. Macon fires to Breezewick, who's open from 3-point range, and nails it.
Fred, if Mike Breezewick gets more than 1 second to get set, you can count it.
It's on its way, isn't it? 1-point lead to Rutgers now as Breeswick nailed the three. Mike Breeswick has 5 points. Temple stepping up the pressure. Ward, nice dish inside, and Everson is fouled as he takes the shot.
Well, did Emory Ward make a great pass in there? He knew Caldwell was going to be there. He got him to come to him and then dropped it off down on the inside. Everson's going to go to the line and shoot a couple. Look at this. That's an excellent play. Get the defense to move in the direction of you with the ball and then drop it off to a teammate.
First foul on Dwayne Caldwell. Temple is on a 7-0 run right here. Tom Everson, a 7-foot junior, trying to blunt the run by making free throws. Rutgers by 2. Don Cheney talking to Mark Macon. Substitution now. Lee Perry will come on the floor for Rutgers. And Tom Savage, who has yet to score in this game, will come over now and give it a little bit of thought.
You know, I think that's a pretty good coaching move right there by Bob Winslow. You may wonder why he would want to take his leading scorer out of the ball game, but he's pressing a little bit, Fred. I think he's trying to get some shots up he ordinarily does not take, and Bob Winslow wants to talk to him about it.
Timeout here. 11:38 left in our first half. Rutgers trying to match Penn State's upset, leading by 3.
The new Buick Riviera. It's a classic all over again.
The road has been waiting, you're anticipating the spirit you felt way back when. Riviera is back, a classic again. A legend once more, what the road's waiting for. Riviera, a classic returns. All the great American road belongs to Buick.
Stadia Athletic Shoes at Kinney.
Back at the Palestra in Philadelphia, while we have a moment, let's remind you the announcers for this game have been contracted for and approved by the Atlantic 10 Conference. Any use, rebroadcast, or other transmission of this game without the written consent of the Atlantic 10 Conference and Creative Sports Marketing is prohibited. Temple cheerleaders and the Owl mascot. You think officials aren't human? That's Dick Papero with his daughter. He lives in Syracuse, New York. He did a Duke game on Saturday, came up here to work this tournament, did a Duke game yesterday, excuse me, and that's Peter Pavia right next to him.
I'm going to go give her some advice. She's probably doing her homework, and he's trying to help her. And it's the wrong man to help. Look at him. He doesn't know.
Officials can only count to 10.
Look, he's looking over. He's asking Peter the question, what's she got here?
Peter Pavia, Dick Papero, and Dick's daughter accompanied him on a trip from Syracuse this tournament. Those are outstanding officials. They worked the first game tonight and did a good job, Larry.
Yeah, they're excellent guys, too, on top of being good officials.
3-point field goal shooting. Datica has both of those for Rutgers. Breeswick has the one for Temple.
Datica's the guy on the backside of that zone. He floats down in there. That's kind of interesting. He's a 6'2 guard playing him down low on that 1-3-1 trap. You know, most of the time you like to have a quick guy on the baseline running that baseline. I guess Bob Winslow feels like he's the best one there.
He came out to get Macon. Macon goes baseline and drills the shot. At one point, when you said I was watching Datica, he had to get on his tiptoes to look and see what was going on with the ball out front. 10:59 left in the first half. Rutgers by 1. Datica, long pass up court. Everson goes baseline to the corner, picks up the dribble back to Datica. Down inside to Emory Ward. Perry, Carter. They got 6'7" Kilgore out there now. Danica will shoot that thing from great range. And they've got Breeswick, Macon, and Kilgore, the smallest of which is 6'5", out at the front of that zone now.
Pretty interesting maneuver right there by Temple. As soon as Lee Perry touched the ball, Macon and Kilgore both went after him for a trap.
Datica floated it up left-handed, and the tip was good by Tom Everson. 4 points, Everson. 3-point lead to Rutgers here. Rutgers comes up with a steal. Miles Dixon. Datica really wants it. Didn't get the shot away.
Now, Fred, this is one of those steals. They've got a turnover, and they've got to score off of these turnovers. They're not going to have a lot of opportunities. They need to take advantage of it.
Miles Dixon got it to Everson, who couldn't score with it, and now they lose it out of bounds. So Temple gets it back, down by 3 with 10:04 left in the first half. In the first game tonight, Penn State beat West Virginia 86-64. The number 4 seed upset the number 1 seed in the tournament. Temple, the number 2 seed, played third seed at Rutgers here, and Mark Macon picks up his 6th point of the ball game to haul Temple within 1.
You're going to press Temple. You better get back down the floor quickly because Martin Macon will shoot that 15 to 20-foot jump shot on you.
Tom Savage and Quade Carter now are going to come back in the lineup for Rutgers. Danica in the corner picked up the dribble. Finds Miles Dixon. He's fouled by Mark Macon. That's the second foul on Mark Macon. And now let's see if John Chaney makes the substitution. We've seen him most of the time with 2 fouls you come out. But we've seen him leave Macon in before. He's such a heady player.
I leave him in.
Yep.
He doesn't come out for me if I'm the coach. And I think John Chaney's going to do the right thing here and leave him in the game. It's not right because I think it's right. It's just because I think he ought to be out there.
I agree. Carter and Savage are back in the game. We'll see if the little breather helps Tom Savage. He gets the ball. Corner Danica. And Coswell got out there in a hurry.
Fred, this is a good offensive alignment. Put Savage and Danica on the same side. Make sure you've got good shooters aligned with each other.
Savage. Danica. Yeah, really overloads the defense on that side, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And it forces them to have to compensate on the inside and move somebody out there to guard them, which could open it up in there.
Craig Carter's shot was in and came back out again, and Coswell rebounds it. And here's Temple with a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. 9:04 left in the first half. Breeswick, Coswell, outside to Macon. A quick move, and Mark Macon launches the jumper and sticks it. And for the first time tonight, Temple has the lead by a point. Macon has 8.
Now you're going to see Temple come up with a little bit of press of their own.
Danica on the dribble for Rutgers. In the middle it goes. Lee Perry launches a turnaround jump shot and partially blocked.
You know, it's just not a place to shoot a shot in there. With Coswell as the second leading shot blocker in the country, I'm going to put one up from down there.
Pollard misses. Rebound tipped around. Taken by Tom Everson for Rutgers. Gives the ball to Rick Danica. Scarlet Knights down by a point. Temple with their first lead of the ball game.
Coswell got out to Savage quickly, didn't he? There's Danica. Bingo.
Rick Danica just hit his 3rd 3 of the night. Larry, there may be somebody who has better range we've seen, but nobody's shown me better range than I've seen from him.
I'll tell you who else has got that kind of range. Macon can shoot that range.
He can, but Danica does it more consistently in games that we've seen. And he'll pull it up from behind the NBA line and shoot it.
You know, we ought to have a 3-point shoot-off. Macon, Danica, Breeswick, and Savage.
Might be here for a while. Macon's 3 missed. Perry picks up the rebound. Rutgers up by 2. And the Rutgers fans serenading Mark Macon with the air ball chant. Rutgers may have more fans in this arena than Temple, and we're playing in Philadelphia.
Well, you got to remember, we have a terrible night out there tonight. It's snowstorm, slick streaks.
There's Savage. Yep, the break helped him. That's his first bucket of the night. It's a 3, and Rutgers is up by 5.
Temple got that lead, and the Scarlet Knights just responded. They jumped back up to a 5-point lead now.
Coswell to Macon. Oh, they've got Everson 2-on-1, and Macon's shot in and out. Rebounded by Perry. Danica. That's one of the few times I've seen Macon not look real sure whether he wanted to shoot it or not. Look a little bit indecisive.
I think he was sure he was going to shoot it. He wasn't sure whether he wanted to go straight in or use the backboard.
Yeah, good point. 6:45 left in the first half. Savage deep in the corner. To Craig Carter to Danica. Breeswick, knowing that Danica will shoot at that range, came out to get him.
Fred, look what it does to that zone, though. It really opens it up in there.
Savage sticks a 3.
Now you know why Rutgers led the Atlantic 10 in three-point field goal percentage.
Rutgers shooting 43% as a team from 3-point range. They've got 5 of them in this game. 3 from Danica, 2 from Savage, and a 9-point lead to the Scarlet Knights, their biggest lead of the night. They have hit Temple with a 9-0 run. Macon tries to stop it. Got another air ball, his second. It's out of bounds to Temple. You're not going to see that happen very often. Emory Ward is back in for Rutgers. Sean Randolph for Temple. We have timeout. Bob Wenzel has his club on top by 9 with 6:09 left in the first half, and John Chaney trying to get Temple turned around.
Here's a big idea for your next vacation. Myrtle Beach and 60 miles of South Carolina's sun. And in the middle of this big getaway is a special place to stay. Ocean Creek, the 57-acre plantation of wide-open fun and relaxation. Call now for our colorful brochure. 1-800-845-0353. Ocean Creek, the 57-acre vacation plantation in Myrtle Beach.
Take on the tough Buffalo Sabres Wednesday at 7.
Rick, you got to be a little bit of a triple threat. Rick Datica is that. He can shoot it from 3, but he can also deliver the pass to Tom Savage. You know, it really makes Rutgers very effective when you've got 2 guys who can shoot from 3-point range, because it makes the defense have to adjust. Now look what Rutgers has done. They're 5 of 7, all but Datica and Savage. And if you have to pull that defense out, eventually it's going to open it up inside for guys like Perry, Ward. They're going to get their chance, but right now it's those guys on the outside that are burning the Temple group.
Larry, to take that a step further, Macon at 6'5", so quick on one wing of that zone, and Coswell in the middle at 6'11", that great wingspan, seem to cover 2/3 of the floor. And if you have to go down in 2-point range, you're pretty well dead with those 2 guys out there.
Exactly.
3-point range gives you a little bit of a chance to work around those 2 guys. Coswell, jump hook, up, rebound, and a big one to Sean Randolph, and he's fouled by Tom Savage, the second foul on Tom Savage. Rutgers has hit 10 out of 21 shots tonight. Temple 8 for 17.
Here's the rebound. You see Sean Randolph trying to pick it up. Savage got him right across the arm. You know, the one thing I like about Rutgers' defense is that they can pack it back in there, and Coswell has not really been looking for his shot. That's the first indication that I've seen him really turn and look for the basket. The rest of the time he's been content to just throw the ball back out and let somebody else shoot the ball from the outside, and that's either Breezewood or Macon.
First point for Sean Randolph. Rutgers. You know, it's interesting. Temple had made a 9-0 run, I mentioned a while ago. Now Rutgers had made a 9-0 run, and Randolph stops it with a free throw. Everson stopped the Temple run with a couple of free throws. 2 points, Sean Randolph. 6-point lead Rutgers with 5:49 left in the first half. Earlier tonight, Penn State upset West Virginia 86-64. 5:35 left in first half action here. Rutgers trying to pull the upset over Temple, just as Penn State did to West Virginia earlier tonight. Datica. That one's off the front of the rim. He has hit 3 threes in this ball game. Now Macon. They've got numbers 3-on-1, and Macon having a little bit of trouble handling the ball. To Kilgore. They look at Coswell. Baseline Sean Randolph to Coswell.
Look up. Look at the basket.
Oh, he was off balance, and windmilling in there to take it away is Craig Carter. A run at Breezewick, the layup good by Craig Carter, and Rutgers up by 8. 4 points, Craig Carter, 4:58 left in the first half. Penn State beating West Virginia 86-64 in the first game. Macon misses. Datica with the rebound. The Scarlet Knights bringing it up under control.
You know who was the leading rebounder last night for Rutgers? Datica.
Macon led Temple in rebounding last night. Coswell led him in scoring, a little roll reversal. Perry missed the shot inside.
Boy, he had an easy one, too.
Rutgers
they may look back on that one.
Yep. 4:27 left in the first half. Macon to the timeline.
Yeah, that was a 2-minute helter-skelter right there that really benefited Rutgers more than it did Temple, even though they missed that shot. The fact that Coswell didn't even look for his shot, Brett, he was 2 feet in front of the basket.
So with 4:10 left in the half, Rutgers up by 8, Temple with the basketball. Macon hit his first 4 shots tonight, missed his last 4, and now a foul is called on Emery Ward. It's his first. Anthony Duckett with 3 fouls and Savage with 2. And you know, Rutgers they played so aggressively. They play with such emotion. They've really been inclined to foul trouble this year.
Emery Ward going to commit the foul here. Coswell having to go after the basketball. You know, Dwayne Coswell really needs to begin to think more about shooting the basketball instead of just catching it and throwing it back out. It's almost like he's, you know how you practice tennis off of a board or off of a wall? You throw it in there and it comes right back out.
Coswell did that last night. He had a good scoring night.
He had a great night. He had 15 in the second half last night.
He has 3 tonight, all of them from the free throw line. Points, Dwayne Coswell. Timeout here. 4 minutes left in our first half. Rutgers 29, Temple 23.
It's easy to see why Mazda truck owners are starting to toot their own horn. They've got enough reasons. Mazda trucks are so reliable. They've been rated #1 in customer satisfaction for 3 straight years. Mazda has the best warranty in the truck business. Nobody else can say that. And when you figure this sporty SE5 is priced close to the other guy's base trucks, what's left to say? I guess that says it. Mazda SE5, a sporty truck, the Mazda way.
The Clydesdales, the symbol of Budweiser quality, of Beechwood aging, the choicest natural ingredients, and a genuine commitment to freshness and taste. One beer lives up to all this. Budweiser.
In the first game tonight, West Virginia never led Penn State. They had the game tied in the first half once at 24-24. Tonight in this game, we're in the first half. There's John Chaney checking the scoreboard. He has seen his team up by 1 point very briefly. They had the lead 1 time. Rutgers leading by 6. And it's Scarlet Knight basketball. Exactly 4 minutes left in the first half here. The winner of this game will host the championship game on Thursday night, and tickets will go on sale at the host school ticket office at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
Temple trying to spread that the Rutgers trying to spread that Temple zone.
Savage missing. Henry Ward had a hand on it, couldn't hold it. Out of bounds to Temple. Owls down 6. 3:37 left in the first half.
All right, here comes the press again. Now 1 pass, second pass, they back it off.
Coswell using that great size again to take the inbounds pass.
Second pass, now they back it off.
Kilgore. Make it. Temple with that great poise, playing very patiently here. Down 6, still a long way to go tonight. 3:18 left in the first half. There's Coswell. Didn't look for the shot, Larry.
Right back out to Macon.
Macon badly off balance, missed the shot. Danica picks off the long rebound. The Knights on the run, 3-on-3. Danica. They tried to get it back to Lee Perry, and he misconnected. Randolph. Oh, look at the pass. Macon with a long bounce pass on the run to Mick Kilgore.
But there aren't many athletes who can make that play right there. They just take it and make that 30 or 35-foot bounce pass.
And make the catch at the other end.
Kilgore, good freshman. Good-looking freshman.
Yeah, yes. 29-25 Rutgers. 2:43 left in the first half.
Rutgers looks like they're getting a little conservative with their offense right now.
Danica. Miles Dixon. Perry. Perry had a big night last night for Rutgers. He's going to try 3. Rolls off the rim. Ward battling, but Kilgore, 6'7" freshman guard, taking control of the rebound. You think that's not a bonus?
Always helps when you got size out there, and if you got size and quickness, that's a real asset.
Smallest player on the floor right now for Temple is 6'5", Mark Macon, and 6'5", Sean Randall.
6'5", 6'5", 6'7", 6'7", and 7 feet.
Not bad. And they can all move.
Tallest player right now Rutgers has got in there is Lee Perry.
And he's 6'7". He's as big as Temple's point guard. To put it another way, there's a foul call with 1:46 left in the first half.
I think Dixon got Kilgore going down the middle.
Miles Dixon's first foul. Now Lee Perry's going to come out of the game. Tom Everson, the 7-footer, back on the floor for Rutgers. Rick Danica is going to get his first breather tonight as Craig Carter comes back on the floor for Rutgers. John Cheney's not substituting very much in this ball game. Sean Randolph has been in.
He's only got 9 players total on the entire squad. It's basically gone with a 7-man rotation all year long.
Michael Harden has played quite a bit at the point guard. Hasn't been on the floor tonight. Kilgore misses the free throw. Rutgers up by 4 with the basketball. 1:40 left in the first half. Haven't shot a 3 for a while. Miles Dixon, Craig Carter. Savage.
You know, with Dadik out of the lineup now, that just leaves them one long-range shooter, and that's that man at the top of that zone. That's a kick.
That's a kick and a new shot clock for Rutgers with 1:21 left in the first half. Rutgers gets a new 45. There's an air horn here in the arena, and the officials have called for somebody from security to get the air horn out of here, and they're afraid it's going to disrupt play. The officials have come over to the bench and said, you've got to get somebody from security to get the air horn out of here. And one of the ushers now is walking down to the end. Somebody's been blowing an air horn down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's really bad, Fred. I mean, if you let one of those go with about 2 seconds to go and the player's got the ball in a close ball game, well, obviously it could affect the outcome of a game.
That's just another good officiating point. Carter. Ward goes right at Coswell, who slams it to the floor. The block for Coswell, his second block tonight. And at 7 left in the half, Rutgers up by 4 with the basketball.
Don't go into the land of the Giants unless you're prepared to get it knocked back out.
Yeah, a smart block, too. He blocked it straight down to the floor and kept it alive.
Frieswick for 3.
Right, Frieswick now has Temple within a point. He has 2 3-point field goals and 8 points in the first half of this game. 47 seconds left in the first half. 40 on the shot clock. Rutgers with a 1-point lead in the basketball, and Datica's back in the game. Everson jammed in the corner to Savage. Savage back inside. Emory Ward made a way jump shot, missed that time. And now 31 seconds left in the half, and Rutgers gets it back. They're going to take the last shot now.
Good play by Datica. He caught the ball, turned around, looked straight up at the clock, knew exactly what he was going to do with the ball.
18 seconds left in the half. Rutgers leading by a point as we approach halftime. Earlier tonight, Penn State beat West Virginia 86-64. Rutgers trying to make it 2 upsets here tonight. Carter to Savage. 5 seconds left in the half. Sean Randolph contested the shot. Emory Ward saved it, though. Carter throws it up back over his head, and he almost made it. And there's a foul on Mark Macon, his third. As the first half comes to an end, oh, goodness. Carter almost made an impossible shot, and there's John Chaney upset. Demonstrating the officials.
That's a big call. That is a very, very big call.
That's the third foul on Mark Macon.
Not that they're going to shoot. They don't shoot. But it's just that it's his third foul.
So Macon whistled for his third just as the half comes to an end, and John Chaney is ripping his sport coat off as he goes to the locker room upset. Boy, Carter made a magnificent effort to get the shot now. We are at halftime here, and Rutgers with a 1-point lead over Temple. Let's go to Harry Donahue.
Thank you, Fred. And at the Palestra halftime with the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers, the number 3 seeded team of this tournament, with a 1-point advantage over the number 2 seed, the Temple Owls, 29-28. It has been a battle of 3-point shooting, as Temple had only 1 lead in the game. That came at about the 8-minute mark, and then Rutgers came down and hit 3 straight threes. We'll be back with our Pepsi halftime report from the Palestra in just a moment.
Coswell took only 1 shot in that first half.
And Freddie only had 2 rebounds in the first half. Now, he had a very weak first half last night. Now, watch the end of the half. This is very important. Watch Mark Macon commit his third foul. See him reach in right there? Timmy Higgins made the call, and you know what? He was right. He did foul him before the clock ran out.
So 3 fouls on Mark Macon now as we're set to start the second half. And the halftime stats were brought to you by Mazda. 29-28 Rutgers. Temple with the basketball. Temple ahead briefly 1 time by 1 point in the first half. Now the Owls trying to gain the lead at the onset of the second half. We'll see what's in store over the next 20 minutes. Penn State will meet the winner of this game Thursday night at 9:30 Eastern Time for the Atlantic 10 Conference Championship. The winner, an automatic berth in the NCAA postseason tournament. Macon, quick flash to the middle, and he's fouled as he takes the shot.
Fred, that one time that Temple got the lead, they went up by 1, and immediately Rutgers responded. They came right back and went up by 5. Now Temple's about ready to take the lead again if Macon can make 2 free throws.
Mark Macon, 8 points in the first half. This will be his first trip to the free throw line. In the first half, Temple hit 6 out of 7 free throws.
Macon, I'll tell you what kind of crowd they got here at Rutgers. There's a guy standing up there waving a crutch. He came here with a cast on his leg, and he's waving his crutch.
It is time to get excited for Rutgers fans.
I hope he doesn't fall.
Game tied at 29. This is for the lead, and Macon gives the lead to his ball club for the second time tonight. Temple up by a point. 19:35 left in the game. We'll see if Rutgers now can respond to having lost the lead. Henry Ward, Craig Carter. Ward in heavy traffic. Triple team gives it up to Savage, to Datica.
They got both of those shooters on that side of the floor.
Carter.
That Caldwell away from the basket.
Missed the shot, though, and Breeswick has the rebound for Temple.
Hey, get Caldwell out of there. You can go down that lane. If he's camped in there, there's nowhere to go.
For the first time tonight, Temple with the lead in the basketball.
John Chaney has taken his jacket off.
He has gone to work from the Temple bench. So is Macon, but the shot blocked, but it's off the hands of Tom Savage. Out of bounds to Temple under their own basket. Second half just underway. Earlier tonight, Penn State upset West Virginia 86-64. Now the Nittany Lions wait to see who they play on Thursday night. Macon. Remember, at 8:30 tomorrow morning, tickets will go on sale for the championship game at the ticket office. Whichever team wins this one, they will be the host school Thursday night. Macon misses. Datica has the rebound. Rutgers with another chance to get back in front here. Macon challenging Datica up to the top of that zone. In the middle, it comes to Emery Ward, trying to spin around. Macon can't.
Craig Carter had 5 assists in that first half.
Savage for 3. Off the rim, and the rebound. Duckett tried to get a handle. A great save by Breeswick to Macon for Temple. Again, the Owls up 1 with the basketball. 18:05 left in this game.
And Rutgers going to stay in that 2-3 matchup zone. See if Temple tries to go inside. There's Caldwell. Look in. Yeah. That's what you got to do when you're 7 feet. You're playing against a guy 6'6".
Temple by 3. Just the second shot of the night for Dwayne Caldwell. He took only 1 in the first half and missed it.
Rutgers' offense is very stagnant right now. They need to get something going here.
Charging foul on Rick Datica. His first. Well, you get the feeling here that Rutgers needs to get a hold of this thing again, Larry.
Well, watch Datica go inside right here. It's a pretty good position foul right there. You take the charge, and that's what Ernest Pollard did. Mercer Shapiro looks and says, I got it.
Good defensive work there by Pollard. Lee Perry is in the game now, replacing Anthony Duckett, who's limping again on that injured ankle. Temple by 3 with the basketball. Boy, the Owls can force you to come unravel in a hurry, can't they?
Well, like I said, the end of the first half, it looked like they were beginning to dominate. They took over that last 5 minutes, and they've taken over the first couple of minutes of the second half.
Rutgers had him down by 9 at one point in the first half. 2 points, actually. Macon, shot, in and out, rebound, Emery Ward.
Now, here's their game, Fred. They need to push it up the floor.
Savage is fouled.
You know, if you got a smaller, quicker team, take advantage of it. Get it up there quickly. Temple's awfully good at getting back on defense. The transition defense that they throw at you does not allow you to get a lot of cheap baskets. But if you can push it up and get a good 15-foot jump shot, take it. Because you're not going to get it when Caldwell goes into their paint.
First foul on Mick Kilgore. Datica took him way outside. Misses that one. The ball batted around out of bounds. Temple basketball. Bob Wenzel, Rutgers coach. What a turnaround this team has made. 7th biggest turnaround in the country this year. They were 7-22 last year. They are 16-12 right now. Mark Macon has the ball here. He made his first 4 shots tonight. He has missed his last 7. Now Emery Ward has been called for a foul. His second. John Chaney, the Temple coach.
You'd almost thought that Emery Ward played for John Chaney, as upset as he was.
Timeout taken by Rutgers. Bob Wenzel has probably called a pretty good timeout right here. 16:56 left in this game. Now Temple leading Rutgers by 3. We'll be right back.
You'd think it would be easy to find a high-quality small sedan that's reliable, durable, and comfortable. And maybe it is. But to find one that's also sophisticated enough to be all kinds of fun to drive, well, that's a little harder to find. But I can save you a lot of chasing around. All you gotta do is corner a Mazda 323. Mazda 323, a small sedan, the Mazda way.
Critical acclaim for our performance.
The Ford Probe is one of the finest front-wheel drive performance cars in the world.
The GT suspension is precise and responsive.
The futuristic exterior is matched by an interior that's open, airy, and modern.
The Ford Probe and Probe GT, a performance you won't forget.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
MSG Network is proud to raise the curtain on our season-long coverage of New York Yankee baseball. It all begins in March from Florida with Yankee exhibition action against the Braves on the 23rd, the Orioles on the 26th, and the world champion Dodgers on the 28th. And then stand by as we follow the Yankees north for their '89 stadium debut, April 1st in a Bronx exhibition battle with the New York Mets. New York Yankee baseball on MSG. Look to us for greatness.
Welcome back to the Palestra in Philadelphia. You're looking at the Rutgers bench there. Head coach Bob Wenzel in the blue suit. Been a long dry spell for Rutgers, Larry.
Indeed it has. It's been, what, almost 8 minutes since they've scored?
5 minutes left in the first half when Rutgers got their last points, and now we have 16:50 left in the game. Temple up by 3 with the basketball. Mark Macon to Kilgore. Reeswick sticks a 3. 11 points for Mike Reeswick.
If Rutgers is going to get on track, they need to do it pretty quickly here. They've been lulled into a game that Temple loves to play. John Chaney loves to get them into a half-court game. He's got good outside shooters in Reeswick and Macon, and he's got the strong rebounders inside. Rutgers needs to show a little quickness here.
Savage. Craig Carter off the baseline.
There you go.
Broke the dry spell.
Force it. Make something happen.
4-point lead, Temple. Full court pressure applied by Rutgers. Kilgore, the freshman, dribbles through the trouble. Reeswick. Kilgore.
Fred, you know, having Kilgore at that point really helps Temple. He already looks over the top of that zone and can make good passes from that angle. Got a good reach.
Reeswick, they left him alone. The 3 won't fall. Pollard with a big rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Ernest Pollard. John Chaney came flying off the bench. Emery Ward is on the floor. He's okay. He's going to get up. First foul on Ernest Pollard.
Watch the Reeswick miss, and let's see Emery Ward flying to the left baseline. Yeah, he was flying. Pollard got him.
Second team foul on Temple in the second half. Rutgers has been called for 3. Scarlet Knights down 4 with the basketball and 15:35 left in the game. Oh, great feed to Lee Perry from Tom Savage.
That time they got inside. Caldwell was nowhere around. Got it back Emery Ward now off of Mike Reeswick. You got to give the guy room to throw the ball in. You come over that line, you run the risk of a technical foul.
Temple by 2. Danica got a hand on the ball. They go to the floor, and Reeswick comes up with it. And they beat the 10-second count, and Macon makes
Oh, look at that drive. Oh, what a move. Did you see him blow by Lee Perry?
He's got an extra gear somewhere, Larry. We talked about this last night.
I'm going to tell you what, he was all set to go up with that ball. Now watch him lose it right here. Mike Reeswick's going to come up with it right here as nobody can seem to pick it up. Reeswick turns, looks up floor. Who's there? Mark Macon. Now watch this move against Lee Perry. Look at this. Crossover dribble and went right by. Oh, what a great offensive move that was.
Perry fouling. First foul on Perry. Mark Macon 2 for 2 at the line tonight with 10 points. Now the 3-point lead to Temple again with 15-12 left in the game. Points for Mark Macon, the 6'5 sophomore. Magnificent Mark Macon. Quick Mark Macon.
Running out of baskets.
Mark Macon, all-around player.
Absolutely.
Danica.
Temple's defense has picked up a little bit.
Craig Carter. Little short with a try. Macon spears the rebound, and Temple up 4 with the basketball now. Macon to Kilgore, and Kilgore is going to walk it up. Macon directing the offense as he crosses the timeline. Duckett will return to the lineup now for Rutgers. Coswell caught it a little bit out of range. He's double teamed. Starts a dribble, picks it up in the corner, and he called for a walk. Rutgers gets it back down by 4. Anthony Duckett returns to the Rutgers lineup. Henry Ward will come out of there. John Chaney, a little exasperated right now. He'll be all right. He'll come flying off that bench in about 2 seconds.
Dwayne Coswell in the corner over there, really in a place he shouldn't have been with the basketball. Kick the ball back out, let the guards take care of it.
Very low turnovers in this game. Temple's turned it over 5 times. Rutgers just 3.
Only way Coswell wants the ball when he's in that paint.
Lee Perry wanted a 3, couldn't get it, and on the rebound attempt, Anthony Duckett, who just came on the floor, fouled Breeswick, and that's the 4th foul on Anthony Duckett. He just came in the game and committed his 4th foul.
Take a look at it again. A little short shot here by Perry is going to come up. You see Breeswick with a good rebound, and Duckett, he just barely got off the bench to get in there and get that one. Probably feels a little safer on the bench than it is on the floor.
Duckett now having to guard Coswell. Coswell kicked it back out. Macon blocked. Savage blocked it, and Kilgore has fouled Danica. Second foul on Kilgore. Well, I got to ask you a question. Not trying to be hard on Dwayne Coswell, but Duckett just got his 4th foul, and he got the ball in pretty good position.
Watch this block down inside by Savage. I mean, he was all over that ball. There's the foul by Kilgore on Danica. Fred, you know what it does for you defensively? If you know you're going to play a post man who's always going to kick the ball out, it makes your defense a lot better because you know you're going to get it. And there's Danica with a 3.
His 4th 3-point goal of the night. Now it's a 1-point lead to Temple. 13:36 left in the game. Coswell double teamed in the corner. They have 5 seconds left to move it. He throws it long, intended for Macon, knocked down by Duckett, but Macon picks it up. Pretty smart throw that time by Coswell. Macon alone in the corner, misses. Strong rebound to Anthony Duckett. Here comes Rutgers with a chance to go back in front. 13:09 left in the game.
You know what? They've gotten a little more reckless with their offense. They're starting to push it up, and it's kind of unnerved Temple a little bit. Basket could put them ahead here.
37-36 Temple.
I think if you're getting a patient game with John Chaney, you're going to lose, Fred, because he is the master of patience. He'll make sure he's going to get the right shot, and Rutgers has got a good, quick team, and there's a great block by Coswell again.
Coswell, a great shot blocker in the middle. This is 3rd tonight. Breeswick moving by Danica. It's the shot. Mike Breeswick has 13 points, and Temple leads by 3.
Tell you what, you start looking at that Temple lineup next year, they're going to miss that young man. He has done an awful lot for them.
Certainly, that's 4 blocks for Coswell. He had 3 in the first half. Terry, Savage, Danica. A 3 would tie it for Rutgers here. They're looking inside.
That's a walk.
He's walking.
That's a walk.
.12:08 left in this basketball game. See if they can get Mark Macon started. He had his first 4 shots tonight. He has now missed 9 straight. Breeswick has been hot. That one misses. Savage has the rebound. Rutgers again down by 3 with the basketball. Henry Ward set to come back in the game for Rutgers. Savage to Carter to Danica. To the baseline to Carter. The shot good.
And did he ever launch that thing? He had to throw it up over Dwayne Coswell, and I mean, he threw it up there.
Pollard back to Kilgore.
It looked like a mortar lob.
Straight up and straight down almost, it looked like. 11:24 left in this game. Temple by a point.
Rutgers very content to stay in this matchup zone defense. Temple's been able to get some decent shots on the outside from it, particularly from Breeswick and Macon. But they haven't been able to make them. Breeswick's been a little hotter in the second half than he was in the first half.
You know, for whatever it means to Rutgers' confidence, they beat Temple by 13 points at Rutgers.
Mark Macon's just shooting awful. I mean, that was a terrible shot. He actually hit the backboard from out there.
He's missed 10 straight shots now after hitting his first 4. Temple and Rutgers split their 2 matchups during the regular season, both of them winning on their home court. This is a neutral floor, although it's in Philadelphia. That foul was on Ernest Pollard, his second. Team fouls in the second half. Temple's been called for 4, Rutgers 4-5. And we're going to have a timeout here. We're midway through the second half. An Atlantic 10 basketball tournament is being brought to you in part by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? Timeout. 10:49 left in this basketball game. Temple by 1.
And now, Ford extends its very best. The 89 extended length Aerostar is here with a distinctive look unlike any other minivan. If you like to go first class, this is the one for you. There's luxurious comfort inside, and now loads of extra space in the back. Plenty of V6 power, too. Even phone jacks for private listening. So why not go first class in the 89 Ford Aerostar?
Have you driven a Ford lately?
A great lawn like this isn't born. It's made, coaxed and cared for. The fertilizer customized for its special needs. Weed and bug control applied at the right time, the right way, in just the right amount. Who made this lawn a star? Lawn Doctor. Nobody does it better.
Temple up by a point, 10:49 to play.
Watch Rick Datica take the basketball and dish it to the inside, and watch Carter take this shot and lob it over Dwayne Caldwell. Look at this lob. I mean, he was extended. I guess we could say right now the Owls are perched 1 point above the Knights.
Oh. Well, we could. One of us would. 39-38. Temple by a point, 10:49 to play. Earlier tonight, Penn State beat West Virginia 86-64. Second half shooting. It both cooled off. Savage significantly. Ward over Coswell with a miss, and Kilgore pulls the rebound down. Michael Harden now has replaced Mark Macon in the lineup. Macon rarely comes out of the ball game. Macon this year averaging 38 minutes a game, Larry, and has come out.
Because you think John Chain probably saw the same thing we saw? That's a substitution. He got the right man in there at the right time.
Wait a minute, they're going to consult on whether or not that's a 3. It's a 2-point goal. 2-point goal for Michael Harden. He just got in the game. He's replaced Temple's best scorer. John Chaney thought it was a 3. He replaces Macon, who had missed 10 shots in a row. Harden, who had shooting troubles earlier this year.
Kind of tough to see right there. I think maybe the right foot was on the line. John Chaney did an awfully good sales job, but it turned down. He didn't close the sale.
Harden had shooting troubles earlier this year. He comes in to replace their best shooter and hits one. Maybe not the best shooter. Frieswick, Macon right there.
But I think Temple's zone defense has become a lot more active here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. John Chaney has said something to this club because they're reacting to that ball very quickly.
Datica. Well, he took a shot from way outside, and the ball is out of bounds for Rutgers under the long basket with 9:43 to play. The Scarlet Knights down by 3 points. John Chaney not making any sales. He's not buying many either.
This club up by 3 right now after being down by 1 at halftime. There's Bob Wenzel with a scowl on his face. Bob's offense seems somewhat stagnant right now. They're mired. Need to get something going.
Carter, Datica.
There's the man who can get it going.
Lobs it up and gets it. That's his first 2-point goal of the night. 14 points for Rick Datica. 41-40 Temple with 9:23 left in the game. Randolph in the corner to Frieswick to Michael Harden. Kilgore. Sean Randolph backs in. Shot blocked by Emery Ward. And Rutgers with a chance to go back in front now. We had a notion to shoot that one. Savage did too. Instead, they find Craig Carter, who loses the ball out of bounds.
Craig Carter pleading his case. To no avail. It's going to go to Temple. What's a straight block down inside. Emery Ward with great position. Hand all over the ball.
It's Mark Macon coming right back in the ball game. He wasn't out long. He is replaced replace Michael Harden in the Temple lineup. This is Kilgore walking it up.
Maybe Michael Harden's a designated shooter.
He came in and hit a pretty big bucket for Temple. With the only shot he took, and Macon, who has missed 10 shots in a row after hitting his first 4, is back in the game. The turnovers are even at 5 apiece. Boy, both teams have really taken care of the ball. Macon,
still cold.
11 misses in a row. 8:31 left in the game. Rutgers with a chance to go in front. Oh, a basket could really give them a lift right here, Larry.
Trying to screen for Datica out front. Savage rolling to the other side.
Miles Dixon.
How far out that Temple zone defense is. There's nobody on the back line.
Emery Ward to Datica to Savage. Kilgore came out to Shelly Mellon. Kilgore and Savage exchanging some quick words down in the corner. And Savage saying, oh, okay.
A lot of hype going on out there.
Bob Wenzel talking to an official as he walks behind him. He wanted a foul call. Miles Dixon. Emery Ward spins in, goes up against Coswell and misses, and Coswell is fouled. And that's the second on Dwayne Coswell.
Only the 5th team foul for Temple in the second half. Watch it again. Emery Ward with a nice move across the lane right there. Good block. He got it. And right back after him, and Coswell fouled him.
Team fouls even at 5 apiece. 8:03 left in the game. Savage lobs way outside to Datica. Miles Dixon to the corner. Curry back out to Dixon. Clock under 8 now. 7:50 left in the game.
Temple extending that defense again. Savage finding difficulty in getting good shots in this second half, Fred. I think Temple's done an awfully good job of shutting him down.
Boy, they're really getting to Datica and Savage quickly when they catch it out there in 3-point range. Datica. That's going to be a turnover. Datica screaming that he was fouled. Bob Wenzel talking to the officials. Timeout here. 7:37 left in this game. We'll be back after this word from Pepsi.
Despite being wonderful companions, my subject group scored low in all coordination skills, showed poor organization, and no decision-making abilities. Unless I can bridge the gap between us, this project will be canceled. Thank you. You're welcome.
For the pride, for the dream, for the love, and for the team, for the sweat and for the drive, for the reason you strive.
For all you do, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser.
This Bud's for you, Bud, this Bud's for you.
7:37 left in this game, and Temple will have a 1-point lead in the basketball when action resumes. Travel arranged through Eastern Airlines, continuing to serve your business needs with convenient hourly shuttles between New York and the nation's capital. Eastern, we've got your shuttle ticket. Danica really wanted a foul called on Kilgore here. The ball was knocked loose. You can see Danica walk right at an official and say that was a foul. And when he walked to the basketball, I don't know if he had been called for out of bounds or not. That walk might have been the turnover.
He had some support from his bench there.
The entire Rutgers debate team was on his feet and arguing. 7:32 left in this game. Kilgore with the basketball.
This is a real chess match going on right now between Bob Wenzel and John Chaney. It's going to be a close ball game all the way down to the end.
Getting long toward the end now. 7:12 left in this game.
Makes every trip very crucial for both clubs when you play this kind of game.
Larry, neither team has scored in the last 2 minutes. Macon to Kilgore. Boy, Randolph was open into the basket. They didn't get it there. He's going up. Coswell, jump hook, misses. Rebound, Tom Savage. Rutgers with a chance to go in front now with 6:49 left in the game. Penn State beat West Virginia 86-64 earlier tonight. The winner of this game will be the host school Thursday night, the Pepsi Atlantic 10 Tournament Championship game. Dixon, Attica.
Rutgers again, just like Temple, taking care of the basketball. They're going to run these 45-second clocks down.
10 seconds left on the clock. Perry tried to throw it inside, and there was nobody there. Right in the hands of Mark Macon.
Fred, that's why every possession becomes so crucial now, because if you're going to play this kind of game all the way to the end, and I'm talking about both clubs, they've really got to take care of the basketball.
John Chaney has called this timeout. Temple calls the timeout here with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. John Chaney wants to set something up. He has a 1-point lead right now.
217 in the security room.
It's easy to see why Mazda truck owners are starting to toot their own horn. They've got enough reasons. Mazda trucks are so reliable. They've been rated #1 in customer satisfaction for 3 straight years. Mazda has the best warranty in the truck business. Nobody else can say that. And when you figure this sporty SE5 is priced close to the other guy's base trucks, what's left to say? I guess that says it. Mazda SE5, a sporty truck the Mazda way.
Larry Conley, it has been 3 minutes and 23 seconds without a point for either one of these ball clubs. The last point came by Rutgers with 9:30 left in the game. You just saw the clock there, 6:07 left in the game.
And Fred, it isn't the fact that they're turning the ball over. They're getting some shots on a couple of the possessions, but they're not making the shots. And as we get down to the end of this game right here, it becomes more and more pressure on the offensive players to take care of that basketball and make sure they get good shots.
Reeswick inbounds to Mick Kilgore. Shooting in this half, Rutgers has hit only 5 out of 15. Temple just 4 out of 14. Mark Macon is 0 for 6 in this half and has missed 11 straight shots since hitting his first 4 shots of the night. But you know what? He's got to keep shooting the ball.
And he will.
Macon standing at the baseline right now. Temple holding the basketball. Kilgore alley outside with it. 12 seconds left on the shot clock here. Misses inside, and a foul is going to be called on Sean Randolph. And now with 5:36 left in this basketball game, Rutgers gets the ball back and a chance to regain the lead. Temple's 16th foul. Rutgers has 5 in the second half.
All the missed opportunities. Sean Randolph with a great baseline move.
It has been 4 minutes now since either team has scored. Temple leading by 1. Danica. Macon at the top of the zone. Trouble at the baseline. After Craig Carter. He needs to move it and does to Savage. 23 left on the shot clock. 5:12 left in the game. Rutgers trying to go in front now.
Each possession becomes a bar of gold.
Carter in trouble. Fouled by Mick Kilgore. Third foul on Mick Kilgore. The biggest lead in this game, 9 by Rutgers in the first half. Temple got up by 6 in the second half.
Watch Carter make the baseline move, and Kilgore, the freshman, come in from behind and slap his elbow.
Now, Rutgers is shooting the 1-on-1, and they've committed 5 fouls. Temple's not in it yet. It'll be Craig Carter to the free throw line. He's a 69% free throw shooter. There's Bob Wenzel, the Scarlet Knight coach, really turned this program around this year. They went from 7-22 last year. 16-12 right now.
Atlantic 10 coach of the year.
Free throw misses. Savage takes it up. Misses. The ball loose in the lane, and it's going to be Temple basketball. Neither side can score here. This is the darndest thing. It's been 4.5 minutes now since either team scored. Croswell misses, and the ball out of bounds to Temple with 4:45 left in the game.
Pretty good effort by Caldwell that time to keep the ball alive, and it went off of Duckett on the inside. Caldwell could just as easily have been called for a foul there.
Vic Kilgore, Macon, who has missed 11 shots in a row after hitting his first 4. Gives it back outside to Kilgore. Boy, they're playing chess out there now. Each team taking up lots of time on every possession. 30 on the shot clock, 4:29 left in the game. Temple with the 1-point lead in the ball.
You know, neither club in a hurry to do anything. Nobody wants to force the action. Not even the Rutgers defense wants to do anything. There's Kilgore. That's what you do. Penetrate and shoot it.
The Frisco gets his 8th point of the night. Temple had gone 7 minutes without a basket. Rutgers 5 without one. Temple by 3, 4:05 to play. Rutgers has 2 great 3-point shooters out there in Danica and Savage. Carter in the middle to Ward. Well, you get that ball in the middle and Temple just swarms you.
Yeah, their defense has been much better in the second half. There's Savage. Look at Caldwell, how quickly he got to the corner.
Got out there in a hurry. And Macon getting to Danica just as quickly out at the top on the wing.
But I really think the Temple's own defense has been much, much better in the second half than it was the first half.
Danica. 7 on the shot clock. Savage from the deep corner got it. And the ball game is tied. 9 for Savage.
And Fred, he shot it over Caldwell
from the deep corner, and the game is tied at 43 with 3:24 left in the game. Brieswick talking to an official. Something at the baseline, wanting a little more room, perhaps. They're having trouble getting it inbounds. Now they got it to Macon. Macon stumbles, but maintains control of the basketball. Kilgore from the corner. Off the heel of the rim, and Rutgers has the ball and a tie with 3:14 left in the game. Listen to the Rutgers fans here in the Palestra. On a snowy night, they made the trip over here, and they are pulling for an upset. Penn State took West Virginia earlier tonight, and Rutgers trying to match the upset. The 4 seed beat the number 1 seed. This is number 3 Rutgers against number 2 Temple. Savage.
Great move. Oh, yeah. He set him up, Fred. He shot that 3, and he came out again, and he went right by him.
45-43 Rutgers with 2:45 to play. Brieswick to Caldwell, double team in the corner. Danica tried to buy a charging foul, couldn't get it. Now they got the ball to Kilgore and a foul.
All right, it's only the 16th foul. No shooting.
From here on out, both teams will be in the 1-and-1. That will not be a shooting foul. Savage, 3rd foul.
Fred, this is a great offensive move. He set Caldwell up earlier with a 3-point shot. That time, Caldwell went after him, and he went right on the inside, and Temple did not recover defensively to help.
Now Perry replaces Emory Ward with 2:39 left in the game. Rutgers leading by 2 points.
You know, you get the feeling the emotion is gone out of this game. It's now who's going to be smart enough to win it.
I think you're right. Boy, they've been playing chess with each possession now for nearly a half. Kilgore. Brieswick goes after a 3, and it's good. 16 points for Brieswick, and a 1-point lead to Temple with 2:10 left in the game.
Temple's smartness is in the right arm of Mike Brieswick.
Danica wants to tie a shoe. The official stopping play momentarily. Danica saying something to Craig Carter, giving Carter the basketball. They said Savage on the right wing, Danica on the left. Savage. Danica out front. 1:57 left in the game. Temple by a point. Near interception by Macon, but Carter, knowing they've got numbers on their side, takes it and gets it.
Fred, his arms and legs were in 4 different directions when he let that ball go.
You know what? He looked like the kid in E.T. riding his bicycle through the sky there. He was pedaling. Rutgers by 1:33 to play. Are we in for 2 upsets tonight?
We're on the way. Temple may have something to say about that, though.
John Cheney wants a timeout and gets it with 1:25 left in the game. We've got timeout, and we've got a ball game. 1:25 to play. Rutgers by 1, and we're back after this word from Pepsi.
This kind of love is mythical. It's anything but typical. Simply irresistible.
critical acclaim for our performance.
The Ford Probe is one of the finest front-wheel drive performance cars in the world.
The GT suspension is precise and responsive.
The futuristic exterior is matched by an interior that's open, airy, and modern.
The Ford Probe and Probe GT, a performance you won't forget.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
I'm Clayton Adams of Duquesne University. Drugs are for losers. Be a winner and just say no.
A message from the Atlantic 10 Conference.
Fred, this is not the way you draw it up on the board, but this counts just the same. Watch Chris Carter get after this basketball. Mark Macon almost slipped in the back door to get it. Look at his arms and legs. Everywhere. He got it.
That's a big bucket now. 1:25 left in the game, and Rutgers leading Temple by a point. Temple basketball. Breeswick inbounds it to Coswell. Kilgore against Danica. Breeswick. Three is in and out. Danica for Rutgers. Scarlet Knights have the ball in the lead with 1:10 to play. Carter.
Ooh, boy, that was a dangerous pass by Danica. Carter's wide open. There's his spot.
He's fouled by Mick Kilgore with 1:01 left in the game. Fourth foul on Mick Kilgore.
You know, Fred, I said it last night. Chris Carter is not a shooter. He's a scorer. He finds ways to get the ball in the basket. He's one of those New York City kids that comes in here and he just finds ways to get 2 points or 3.
Greg Carter out of the Bronx, in fact. Science High School, a 6'3" sophomore. And now we have a timeout here taken by Rutgers. Tonight's games have been a presentation of Creative Sports Marketing. Our executive producer has been Mike Wells. Our producer, Ken Dennis. The director of today's game, Gary Clem. Our associate director, Vicki Haggerty. Our associate producer has been Ann Keith. And while we show you the names and credits of other people who have made these broadcasts possible, we want to thank all of them for a job well done. In addition, we want to thank the Commissioner of the Atlantic 10 Conference, Ron Bertovich, Assistant Commissioner John Wooding, and Director of the Service Bureau, Louis Shane. Technical facilities provided by Challenger Video of Alexandria, Virginia. Transmission facilities provided by Up South Corporation of Atlanta, Georgia. 1:01 to play.
Well, it all depends on what the strategy is going to be for both clubs, depending on what these free throws, well, what happens with them right here. 1:01 left to play. Carter's going to walk up there. Pretty good shooter, 69%.
All right, we showed a feature at halftime of our first game that Lori Keith put together for us called Powerful Stuff, and we've had a night of powerful stuff here in the Palestra.
Big night of upsets, huh?
Penn State upset West Virginia in the first game, 86-64, and now with 1:01 left in the second semifinal game, Rutgers trying to pull off an upset of Temple, leading by a point. He'll put Craig Carter on the line. He has missed his only free throw attempt tonight. He's a 69% shooter with 10 points in this game.
Fred, what I'm going to be interested in seeing is what Rutgers does defensively after the free throws. Now they're up 2. If they get up 3, will they come back out with that press, or will they back it off and jam it up inside?
Come out with it.
I think they press.
Carter got them both.
Oh, they backed it off.
They did back it off.
They backed it off.
The best Temple can do right on this possession now is tie it with a 3. Remember, Macon has missed 11 shots in a row. Breeswick has had the hot hand for Temple.
Kilgore, he's got a shot.
Down low they go to Sean Randolph. Shot partially deflected. Coswell got it back, and a foul is called on Craig Carter. With 40 seconds left in this game. That will put Coswell on the line.
Well, Coswell's got to walk up there and make these free throws right now for Temple, and if he does, then I think Temple's got to come out and press. They've got to have a turnover here. They've got 40 seconds left, Rutgers does, and they're going to take care of that basketball. John Chaney knows what he's up against.
Coswell's 4 for 4 at the line tonight. But remember this, the shot clock is no factor, and the best Coswell can do here is get Temple within 1 point of Rutgers. Timeout taken here by Rutgers. That's their next to last timeout, and it comes with 40 seconds left in the game. If Coswell makes the free throw, Rutgers still leads by 1. Now what do you do if you're Temple? How long do you go before you foul him?
Well, they're going to make a change in the lineup right now. Lee Perry is going to come into the lineup for Rutgers.
I mean, Rutgers is a good free throw shooting team. Savage a 78% shooter. Perry 72%. Carter 69%. Danica 83%.
You know what this means? I mean, you're sitting here looking with 40 seconds to go, a 2-point lead for Rutgers, and the team that walks out of here is going to get the home court advantage to get a check worth $250,000 for their athletic department.
Now, speaking of the home court, not to try to sell tickets, but so the fans of the two schools know, those tickets will go on sale tomorrow morning at the ticket office as the winner of this game. Whoever wins this game is the host.
How long has it been since West Virginia and Temple have not appeared as the champion in the Atlantic 10? St. Joe's won it in '86.
That was the last time. All right, Coswell back to the line. He has hit 5 out of 5 free throws. Rutgers at the moment leading by 2.
The timeout bothered him, Fred. I really think the timeout bothered him.
Danica hounded by Macon in backcourt now. Long throw to Perry. 33 seconds left in the game. Rutgers up by 2. Carter intercepted by Vrieswick. He moves at Danica, and a block by Savage. Goaltending. The game is tied with 24 seconds to play. Give Vrieswick the points. They call it a goaltend.
Vrieswick with a big steal right there. Savage. Oh, I don't know. That ball looked like it was heading up.
Boy,
that was really close. There was no hesitation. I mean, they blew the whistle immediately.
They called it right now. Now the game is tied with 24 seconds left, 49-49. Rutgers will have the ball when we come back. Temple has taken this timeout. John Chaney, almost 30 disheveled. Here it is again.
Man, watch it again now. The ball has got to be on its downward flight or its apex. Now watch Savage go up.
Well,
boy,
it was
that
starting
is
to hang.
so close.
It really is.
Oh, that is so close.
It might have started down, Larry. The first time I saw it, to be honest with you, I did not think it was a good call. But it looked like the ball had stopped going up and maybe was starting to come down.
Now remember, our angle here is up top. You're looking down on the ball, obviously.
You know what? I think it has started to come down. I really do.
I'll tell you what, they've got great eyes, those guys out there, if they can make that call.
Well, remember the official has to call it right now, and they did. And they could argue that call either way.
Let's take a good look at it again from down on the floor. Not the one up top, but the one on the floor really gives you a better angle. Jerry Donahue makes the call right here. Now watch Vrieswick start up. Savage is coming. Boy, that's close.
That is so close.
Is that ever close?
I think the ball was just kind of hanging there. I think it had stopped going up, but maybe hadn't started coming down yet. All right,
great pressure. Look at Temple's pressure.
24 seconds left in the game. It's tied at 49. Macon is pressuring Danica in backcourt. 17 seconds left in the game. 15 seconds left in the game. Rutgers wanting the last shot. Savage pops out to get the ball. 9 seconds left in the game. Savage on the dribble. Macon defending it. To Danica. 4 seconds left in the game. Danica moves at Randolph. Fires a long 3 that's short, and we're going to go to overtime. Rutgers really didn't get the shot they wanted. Excellent defense by Temple. So we're tied 49-49 at the end of regulation.
What more appropriate than an overtime game between these two clubs? They split during the regular season, and the way they played this second half, Ray, we talked about it being a chess match. It was 29-28 at halftime, and neither club really scored a lot in the second half. They just took care of the basketball and tried to get the best shot they could. Watch it again. Danica looks up. He knows how much time he's got left. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Temple. It was Randolph out there on top of him.
Larry, you know what we just saw? We just saw a half of basketball. 21-20. That was one heck of a half of basketball.
Good strategy, good thinking, trying to make up their minds what they're going to do on both ends. Hey, it's not over. We got 5 more minutes.
We will play a 5-minute overtime here. 49-49 tie. We saw a call that's going to be argued for a long, long time. And you can look at that replay all night and argue it too.
Well, look, you and I sit here and looked at it 6 times, and we still don't know. I still say it's too close to call.
Yeah, I agree with you. My point is this. You cannot say Jerry Donaghy was wrong with that call.
Absolutely not. I could not say that.
Temple lost their only overtime game this year. 49-49.
You know what? He had a pretty good look at it.
Yes, he did.
He really had a very good look at it.
Rutgers in their first overtime game of the year. 5 minutes to go now.
Hey, you know, hung around in this game, didn't get his 5th foul, was Tuckett. You know, he got the 4th foul coming back in about midway in the second half, and he's just stayed in there and played pretty good.
Rutgers controls the tip to start the overtime. Got to go to Craig Carter. In the middle, Emery Ward. He's dribbled the ball, needs to do something with it, so he shoots it and scores. Emery Ward with his 4th point of the night. Here Rutgers takes the lead.
Here comes the pressure again now. They'll back it off. Once that first pass is in, either the first pass from the guy out of bounds or the second pass to the other man who receives it, who does receive it and throws it.
Macon ends a string of 11 straight misses. The first basket in overtime for Temple. 14 points now for Mark Macon. Savage off the heel of the rim, and Danica saves a long rebound. Macon pressuring him. He gives it to Carter. Game tied at 51. Carter tried to lob it inside, and there's no room in there. Croswell and Sean Randolph are both right there. Carter really got off balance and just thought he might have to get rid of the ball.
Well, I'm not sure who he was lobbing to. The only guy in there who could catch that was Croswell.
3:51 left in the overtime now. 51-51 tie.
Oh, bad shot by Kilgore.
Danica brings the rebound up. He's had a number of rebounds in this game. Rutgers called a timeout?
Yes, they took a timeout.
Danica has 8 rebounds in this game tonight. He led Rutgers in rebounding last night. Timeout here. 3:34 left in the overtime. There's the whole picture. 51-51 tie.
You'd think it would be easy to find a high-quality small sedan that's reliable, durable, and comfortable. And maybe it is. But to find one that's also sophisticated enough to be all kinds of fun to drive, well, that's a little harder to find. But I can save you a lot of chasing around. All you gotta do is corner a Mazda 323. Mazda 323, a small sedan, the Mazda way.
Here's a big idea for your next vacation. Myrtle Beach and 60 miles of South Carolina's sun. And in the middle of this big getaway is a special place to stay. Ocean Creek, the 57-acre plantation of wide-open fun and relaxation. Call now for our colorful brochure, 1-800-845-0353. Ocean Creek, the 57-acre vacation plantation in Myrtle Beach.
51-51 tie with 3:34 left in the overtime.
This broke a drought for Mark Macon, Fred, in the second half and in the overtime period.
That ended a string of 11 straight misses for Mark Macon. He made his first 4 shots tonight, then he missed 11 straight. All right, Rutgers with the basketball. 31 seconds left on the shot clock. Savage. 3. Tom Savage with his 14th point of this night. Near turnover. Grieswick dribbling in a hurry to Kilgore. 3:11 left in the overtime. Rutgers up by 3.
Savage has answered the second half in this overtime with 2 big 3-point shots in the same place.
Kilgore way outside with the basketball. 25 on the shot clock for Temple here. 2:55 left in the overtime.
This almost like watching a game in the 50s. I'm talking about 1950s.
Yep.
You know, the way they used to play.
Oh, Brieswick pulls up and fires. It's in and out. And Rutgers has the ball in the lead with 2:42 to play.
Still a lot of time left.
Carter positioning his offense. Savage on the right wing. Danica rotating to the top of the circle.
Savage is working that baseline. He's back in his favorite position.
He took it inside to Ward, and he was fouled by Sean Randolph.
Fred, that's again another one of those opportunities when you get that offense spread the way Rutgers has got it. They move Savage to the baseline. Danica's way out on the floor, and their concentration is spread. And it opened up in the middle. And that's why Ward got the ball down there.
Emery Ward at the line for the first time tonight, a 61% free throw shooter, has 4 points in this game, 2 of them here in overtime. Hit all the way around the rim. Bob Wenzel, the Rutgers coach. 5 points now for Emery Ward. 2:25 left in the overtime. Rutgers up by 4. And by 5. 2 big free throws. It's a big possession for Temple now.
Yeah, Temple's been playing it very close to the vest, very patient. Get a couple of baskets here. Get right back in it. You don't want to try to get it all at once. Maybe another 3. Try your 2s.
You know, Barry, I don't know how Rutgers felt about this. Even though they split in the regular season, Temple was the favorite coming into this. You had a feeling Rutgers might feel an emotion. You know what they might have discovered now after winning the last time against Temple and playing them close this far? You see Coswell the bucket. Rutgers might now figure, hey, we're just as good as you are. We can just beat you. We'll see if they get it done or not. Emery Ward making almost stole the ball from behind him. 1:48 left in the overtime. Rutgers by 3 with the basketball.
They're not going to come out. John Chaney pushing his finger and saying, stay in. Don't come out and get them.
Carter to Danica.
You do want to come out far enough to shut Danica and Savage down.
They've really been doing that too. Now Savage runs to the left corner. Carter takes it to the middle, shoots over Coswell, misses. Emery Ward gets it back, wants to shoot it, and a foul is called on Coswell, I believe.
Well, the hero of the last couple of minutes has been Emery Ward. He's gotten the ball down inside. He made those 2 free throws when he was fouled earlier. Watch Carter take the ball right down the middle. Gets by Coswell. Pretty good move. Just missed a shot. Didn't finish the play. Emery Ward gets the rebound.
I'm not sure he wanted to take that up and shoot it again, but he got the 3rd foul out of Coswell there.
Oh, it's a good move by Carter and a better move by Ward to come up with the ball.
Emery Ward just hit 2 free throws. He has 4 points in the overtime and 6 in the game. 7 rebounds also tonight. Happens in and out. Randolph picks off the rebound. Temple down 3 with the basketball now. 1:17 left in the overtime. Kilgore walks it up for the Owls. 1:10 left in the overtime. 33 on the shot clock.
Ooh, they can almost get that ball in the back court.
56-53 Rutgers.
18 seconds on the shot clock.
54 in the overtime. Macon from way outside misses, and Savage has the rebound. 40 seconds left in the overtime. Brieswick has fouled Tom Savage. First foul on Brieswick. Savage is a 78% free throw shooter. That might not have been all bad, Larry. 40 seconds left. The shot clock was off. Rutgers could have tried to run that clock down.
And would have tried to. Rutgers going to back their players off of the free throw line right now.
Rutgers up by 3, 40 seconds left in the overtime. There's John Chaney, the Temple coach. Savage miss, and the rebound to Temple.
Fred, they must have run into 1-and-1 now. 2 straight times.
2 straight times down the court. 34 seconds left in the overtime. Rutgers by 3. Kilgore.
3-point. Oh! Savage fouled him, and he almost had a 3-point opportunity.
Kilgore missed. Savage called for his 4th foul with 30 seconds left in the overtime. Kilgore now will go to the line. He's 0 for 1 at the line tonight. A freshman, a 71% shooter.
Well, there's a big play right here. Why would Savage reach in and grab him on the arm as he started up?
Rutgers falls.
So the coaches go to work in their respective huddle. That's the Rutgers bench right there. Bob Wenzel starting to talk to his team. We have 30 seconds left in the overtime. Rutgers leading by 3. And the freshman Mick Kilgore will be at the line for Temple. The best he can do is get the Owls within 1.
You know, I always say this is where coaches really earn their money. I mean, they're out there all year long recruiting athletes, but boy, when you get that huddle and during the overtime of a conference championship that you're battling for to get the home court advantage so you can get to the big show of the NCAA tournament, where you really, really earn it.
Timeouts remaining. Rutgers is bankrupt. Temple has 2 left. Right. One of those mundane seeming things sometimes, rebounding a missed free throw. It's going to be very, very important if Kilgore should miss here. And especially if that miss should come after he makes the first one.
Let me back you up. How about the shot that they just missed? Rutgers did. Savage did on his end. There was nobody there for Rutgers to get that rebound.
That's right. Bob Wenzel pulled them all off the line. He had an excellent free throw shooter up there. So here we come out now. It'll be the freshman Mick Kilgore on the line. He has missed his only free throw attempt tonight. Again, he's a 71% shooter at the line for the year. Coswell is not on the lane rebounding. Grieswick and Macon are, and Coswell's back at midcourt to play defense.
It's the first time in I think in 2 years I've seen Temple have their people lined up on a free throw.
Kilgore makes the first one. This could get Temple within 1 point with 30 seconds to play.
A lot of time.
Missed it. Rutgers leads by 2. Carter lost the ball, and a foul is called on Sean Randolph with 27 seconds to play. And Craig Carter will go back to the line, where he's 2 for 3 tonight. Now, remember, Rutgers has twice missed the front end of a 1-and-1 in the last half minute.
You know, with Randolph out of the game now, fouling out with 2 points. Do you reach down and grab Michael Harden? There's the miss on the free throw right there. There's the rebound. Randolph is 21. He's going to come in and make the foul.
They're going to put Jerome Dowdell in the ball game, who hasn't played a second tonight. He is their designated 3-point shooter off the bench. Dowdell, a senior, is going to get the call here. Kilgore, Kilgore just done. He just batted Craig Carter on the back end. Carter is a 69% shooter. Rutgers by 2, 27 seconds to play. Rutgers by 3. Boy, this is a big free throw coming. Bob Wenzel looking on.
Time to walk up there. Time to bury one. Make or break your season. It's made for Rutgers, but it could be a great season if they get this one.
Rutgers by 4 with 26 seconds to play. Temple's going to have to score twice now. Macon going to work, driving the baseline. Shot good. It's a 2-point lead now to Rutgers. 16 seconds to play. Carter is fouled by Mark Macon. That's the 4th on Mark Macon. And Carter will go to the line now with 13 seconds left, and Rutgers leading by 2. It's a 1-and-1. Carter just hit 2 free throws. He's 4 for 5 at the line tonight. 14 points in the ball game.
Well, this is important right here. You talk about somebody's got to walk up here, and I mean, here's Carter walking up, makes the free throws. He gets these 2. They go up by 4. If he misses and they're up by 3, guaranteed his Grieswick or Macon letting one go.
Craig Carter on the line. Missed it. Lane violation. Who violated it?
Who did it?
Temple.
Oh, he stepped across. Oh, Macon stepped across. He gave the number 1-2. Said 12 stepped across.
This puts Carter back on the line. 12 seconds left in the game. 2-point lead Rutgers.
Boy, was that big, Clint. Gave him a second chance, and now they're up 3.
12 seconds to play. This one can almost ice it, but not quite. but it is huge. Rutgers by 4. Runzel saying, get back. 11 seconds left. Macon up quickly, pulls up, fires for 3, and gets it. 6 seconds left in the overtime now, and Temple has called timeout. What a big bucket by Mark Macon. He has 21 points in this game now. He has scored 7 in the overtime, and now it's a 1-point game with 6 seconds to play. John Chaney really upset.
You know what he's upset about? He's upset about that call, that lane violation that gave him the 2 extra shots.
His players are holding him back. Now they go to work in a huddle.
Watch Macon. Well, Fred, you talk about ice in your veins. Look at that shot.
Larry, he had missed 11 straight shots, and we came to overtime, and he has hit all 3 shots in the overtime.
And you know what? Everybody in the place knows he's going to take it. And still got it.
6 seconds left when we come out of here. You're looking in the Temple huddle now. Rutgers, first of all, has to get the ball inbounds. And then, Larry, you can bet they're going to have to make another free throw.
Absolutely.
Getting it inbounds is not automatic. Temple, an excellent defensive team. Datica will handle the inbounds pass. Every player from Rutgers is going to be down there to try to take it. Duckett is out there, Savage, Carter, and Ward. They throw long. Savage running it down, and it's out of bounds to Rutgers under their own basket with 3 seconds to play. Savage made a great play. He threw it off a Temple player down there. Smart throw in, Larry.
Yeah, right now they've got an opportunity to just simply get the ball in. Make sure you keep it on your end of the court.
In the corner to Ward, out to Datica, and a foul was called with 2 seconds left in the game. Ward will go to the line. 2 seconds left. Now, if you think it's over, remember Illinois and Indiana a couple of nights ago. With 1 second left, Illinois won a ball game.
Well, what a good play this is. Look at Savage right there. Caldwell's just shadowing him. He threw it right back off of the Temple player. It was an excellent play by Tom Savage. Jerome Dowdell and Caldwell both there. Savage with a good play.
Rutgers is 2 seconds away from moving into the championship game in their own arena Thursday night. If Bob Wenzel takes this team to the NCAA, you think that's not the best turnaround in Division I this year from 7-22 last year?
There are a few Nittany Lions waiting around the corner, though.
That's right. Rutgers led us to the NCAA in 1976. Penn State last there in 65. Temple was there last year, of course. And this thing is not over yet. 2 seconds left in the overtime. Nick Kilgore has fouled out of the game with that foul down there. Mike Harden will replace him. Bob Wenzel, the Rutgers coach, having returned his alma mater. His first year as the head coach. Lori, not to split hairs this thing, too. You wonder if that's 2+ seconds or -2 seconds.
Well, you never know. You know, I've been in some places around this country that measure the final 10 seconds in 1/10 of a second, so you can look up there and see it.
Not here. Emery Ward to the line can make it academic. Rutgers up by 1. That's a miss. Duckett saved the rebound, and Rutgers has defeated Temple. Look at the Rutgers players. Rutgers wins it 62-59. If you don't think college basketball is great, you haven't been paying any attention tonight. Craig Carter is our player of the game tonight. 16 points, 5 assists, hit 4 free throws in the overtime. Larry Conley, we've seen one heck of a basketball game.
Been a terrific basketball game.
Been a terrific night at the Palestra in Philadelphia. Bob Wenzel, you ought to be happy. It's going to be Rutgers at home against Penn State Thursday night for the A10 championship. Guys, I want to say to our crew, it's been a big 2 days here. Larry, great job to you. Great job to everybody in the crew. We're going to go back to Harry Donahue with a very special thank you to you, Harry, for a couple of great nights of work here.
Thank you, Fred, and do you think those guys are happy? This is only the semifinal round. What's going to happen on Thursday night when Penn State goes up to Rutgers for the championship final in the Pepsi Atlantic 10 postseason tournament? So the winner goes a spot in the NCAA tournament. That's it from Philadelphia. Penn State and Rutgers will advance. Larry Conley, Clark Kellogg.